Good morning, Seoul, Korea. This is your DJ Brian Ju on the drive-in, and you're listening to TBS efm. And today's a very special day for us in the whole world. I'm not just talking about us here, but I'm talking about everyone in the world. Because in America right now, it is the Academy Awards, also known as the Oscars. And the award ceremony starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which was 5 minutes ago pretty much. So today, we have a very special show where we're going to keep you guys updated and posted with the news throughout the broadcast all day. Well, not all day, but during our program. And one movie that has gotten 12 nominations, and the movie is a great movie, of course, and it is Lincoln, starring Daniel Day-Lewis and directed by Steven Spielberg. So stay tuned to our show for all the latest updates for the Oscar news today. And you know, a song playing in the background right now, we never actually got to it in full. It's a very popular song, and we never actually played it for you guys in its entirety. So today we're going to play this song to start off our show. I'm starting right now because I'm excited. I'd rather be watching the Oscars, to be honest, because it's very important for us. We're a show about movies, and it's a movie award show that I should be at home watching, but I can't because I'm here trying to entertain you guys. Anyways, the song that I want to play for you guys right now that's playing in the background is, of course, Iggy Pop, Lust for Life, and it was from the 1996 film Trainspotting, which was a breakout film for Ewan McGregor, which is a great actor. And the song was requested by listener 8217. So let's take a listen, and I'll be right back. Welcome back to The Drive, and you're listening to TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and 93.7 in Yeosu. I'm your go-to guy for the hour, Brian Ju, and I'd like to remind you guys how to get in contact with us. It's pretty simple. All you gotta do is call the studio at 02-778-1013, or send us a text at #1013 for a charge of 51 to your smartphones, or simply send us an email at efmdrivein@gmail.com. Or you can just tweet us at efmdrivein. That's at efmdrivein. Remember, all the songs must be from a movie or a TV show that you guys request. Or you guys can just give us a shout out, because that really makes our day pretty much, and know what you guys think about our program. Positive feedback, sometimes negative feedback, it helps too. But right now we're going to go over some Twitter comments. We have a lot, of course. We heard from Ong Ni. She said, "Good morning. Happy to hear your voice again, Brian. Please play You've Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story, Fighting." Well, we'll keep that in mind. I don't think we've actually played a lot of songs from animation. I mean, we've played a few, but not that many from animation films, so we'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Ong Ni. Also from Ayuko, she wrote, "Good morning, Brian G Music EFM Driving. I'd like to request by The Stranger from musical Moving Out, one of my favorite musicals." Well, thank you very much for your request, and we'll keep that in mind, like I said. Ria Pascasio said, "Hey, DJ Brian Ju Music, can you please play again by Janet Jackson from the movie Poetic Justice?" Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That's one of my favorite songs, and I forgot that was in a movie. Poetic Justice, that's true. It was a great movie. An even better song, of course, by Janet Jackson. I love that song. Janet's one of my biggest, 8th grade crushes. When I was in 8th grade, I thought I was going to marry Janet Jackson, which I knew wasn't going to happen because there's a huge age gap between me and her. And also, I was just in 8th grade. There's no way I was going to marry somebody in 8th grade. But with that said, right now, it is time for the scene of the day. Now, early on, at the beginning of the show, I was talking about a movie called Lincoln. Yes, and Lincoln has been nominated for 12 Academy Awards today. And our scene of the day is very connected to that as well. You see, Lincoln was assassinated while he was president. And he's known to be a very popular president in our time as well. And other popular presidents since Lincoln could include FDR, Reagan, and the current president Obama. And there's one president that had popularity that really surpassed all of these presidents, especially because he was assassinated after mass media had come to the United States. And most of you out there know who I'm talking about, of course, just by saying all that. Mass media, assassinated president, none other than President John F. Kennedy, of course. So today's scene was actually requested by Nicole Lent, one of our royal listeners. She listens every day. Not royal, but loyal. Yes, sounds like a tongue twister from me right now. And it is from the 1991 film JFK. And this film wasn't about Kennedy himself, but it was about the investigation into his assassination and a possible government cover-up. And this film kind of suggests that it was a conspiracy, and what was reported wasn't actually what really happened. And the film stars Kevin Costner as New Orleans District Attorney Jim Garrison, and he's suing a businessman for his possible role in a cover-up of the assassination. As with all court films, there's always a speech by the lawyers to the jury. So let's listen to Kevin Costner, or Jim Garrison, with this arousing speech. Go ahead. Wow. Pretty good stuff. You know, because Kevin Costner took a lot of flack for some of the roles he's been in his films, including Waterworld and The Postman. But in this film, I feel like he's pretty spot on. And this film was under a lot of controversy because some people felt that the director, Oliver Stone, was taking too many liberties with historical facts. And some even accused him of suggesting that President Lyndon B. Johnson was a mastermind behind the whole conspiracy to kill Kennedy. But whenever a film is controversial like this, you know that means a lot of people want to see it. And it made over 200 million, yes. And it's probably more like 350 million today. And it was also nominated for 8 Academy Awards, and it won 2 of them, of course. And it was a very successful, really successful movie. I enjoyed it as well. So if you guys haven't seen this movie, go out and watch it. I want to thank Nicole for recommending this movie. So we're going to hear a song from the movie, and it's going to be Tony Bennett with Maybe September. And this is dedicated because it was requested by Nicole, so it's dedicated to you. This is Tony Bennett with Maybe September from the JFK soundtrack. Once again, that was Tony Bennett with Maybe September from the JFK soundtrack, requested by Nicole. Now, coming up on today's show, it is Monday, so Mike Jones is going to be joining me in the studio for Reaction Monday. So I'm excited about his punch-o-meter, because that's the only meter that he's allowed to bring to the studio. Ha 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 ha. Just joking. But I can't wait because, you know, me and Mike, we got good chemistry. We're a good team, you know, so you guys stay tuned for that. It's going to be after intermission. Don't change the dial. Don't listen to another other station. You got to listen to this. And right now, apparently for the Oscars, they're still walking on the red carpet. Nothing big and exciting is happening. They're doing the red carpet thing, you know, when they ask about the fashion, what they're wearing, who they're here with. So that part actually bores me. I want to know who won awards. So we'll keep you guys posted with that. But we're going to go into the next song request. And the request is from listener 7677. And it's from the 2011 film We Bought a Zoo, starring Matt Damon and Scarlett Johansson. And this film is about a single dad who buys a humongous house with a zoo on the property, of course. And the zoo is not in the best shape, of course, to take in visitors and the neighborhood people to watch and see the animals. So they spend the rest of the film getting it ready and preparing it for the public. But will they succeed? I don't know. The song is called Gathering Stories by Yancey. I'll be right back.
It's the right kind of love. It's the right kind of night.
Alright, y'all, this is Jeremy Jordan, requested by 6295 from the Beverly Hills 90210 film, and it's called Right Kind of Love. Welcome back to the drive-in, and right now it is time for Reaction Monday with Mike JJ. There you go, there you go. He was like my backup vocalist there.
My backup dude.
Yes. How you feeling right now,
I'm great,
Mike?
man. I'm great. It's, you know, Monday morning. I don't have to work today. This is all I have to do today.
This is still considered work.
This is like dreams come true, though, Brian.
It is
sitting
funny.
on a radio with a cool guy.
We're not literally sitting on a radio.
No,
that
but
would hurt.
That would hurt. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially the old radios. They've got really sharp corners. Today's radios are like rounded and stuff, so it's not so bad.
And today's radios, a lot of people don't carry around radios, so they have it on their smartphones.
Right.
These apps.
Right.
You
And
know?
I wouldn't want to sit on that because that would ride.
We don't get into deep into that one.
You know, in the old days, they used to like walk around with like radios, ghetto boxes on their.
I used to do that in high school.
No, you did not.
I did.
Wow. Did you have like headphones like this?
I was pretty thugged out. Yes, but I couldn't afford the good headphones, so I had to go to like the big stores and get like the, what do you call it? I would call it the budget brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to throw this challenge out to you because, I know there's a lot of people listening who'd really like to see it. Have you got any high school photos that you can post on Twitter or something?
I could find some. I have my yearbooks. I
bet you your fans would love to see that. So just a thought, you know.
There's some embarrassing photos.
I want to see Ghetto Brian.
Well, there's a picture of me where we were having a high school pep rally.
All right.
It's a black and white photo, and it's in the yearbook too. But it's like me and all my friends, and I stand out, of course, because I'm like the only Asian kid in the little circle.
Okay.
But I'm wearing, I think I'm wearing a basketball jersey with a pick in my hair.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Let me look for that picture, and I'll let you guys be the judge.
Was the basketball jersey like Michael Jordan and down to your knees?
No. It was Golden State Warriors. Yeah, and
Very nice.
It was an XX large, yeah,
Right.
tank top. And my voice is cracking today. Obviously, I'm not fully awake.
Dude, yeah, high school's funny. I've got a picture of me. I used to okay, I weigh right now, I think it's like 82 kilos.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I weighed 96.
So
I was
more
huge,
muscle.
man. Oh yeah, I was big.
Okay.
I was big, but I got this photo and I look at it, I'm like, that's not me, man. Like, the dude had no neck. I don't know who this was.
Well, in the same way, in high school, I was 75 kilos of just, child fat, I call it. Not baby fat, because if it was a baby fat, it'd be like, in your junior high years. I'm talking about high school. That was child fat.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
I was chubby, I had a round face.
Man.
Yeah.
All these girls right now are going, oh, that's so cute. I love you.
I don't like to talk up about myself, but
All right.
I was adorable.
Okay.
Was is the key word.
Right on.
Nowadays, people make fun of me because they think, guy, your arms are too big. Because I've been working out.
Right.
Even the PD always makes fun of me. She just says something how my arms are too
Brian's
disgusting.
glaring at the PD right now.
She's not looking back.
And
Anyways.
Hey, we're here for movies.
Yes,
Not
we
for
are.
talking about Brian's baby fat, as fun
Child
as that
fat.
is. Child fat,
yes.
sorry. Infant fat. Hey, we're not talking about that. We're talking about a movie. And actually, today's Reaction Monday, so there isn't the punch-o-meter, Brian. I'm sorry to disappoint. I have brought the smooch-o-meter with me.
Okay, the smooch-o-meter.
The smooch-o-meter is with me.
Which is funny because I actually recommended him this week to watch a horror film, which he originally was planning on doing, but
And I had
he
the chicken-o-meter.
attempted to watch the movie
Right.
at 11 p.m. at night by himself. Who
Yes.
does that?
Well, I figured because, I'm older, I'm more mature. I figured, oh man,
Age has nothing
I
to
can
do with
this.
fear.
I can do this. And, I started that thing. I watched the trailer and it freaked me out. Seriously. How can you watch that stuff? Oh man.
That's why when I watch it, I'm with a group of people,
Oh.
not just by myself.
I'll try it. If we have time, I'll do it next time, but, dude, yeah, it was scary.
It's a freaky movie.
Yeah,
but
it's
today
like,
you're bringing a scary movie. You brought.
I didn't bring a scary movie. It's a scary, lovely, awesome, romantic, sort of weird
A
movie.
scary romantic movie.
It's scary because it deals with the end of the world.
Okay, what
Yeah.
movie is this?
This movie is called Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
Sounds like a song.
Seeking a friend for the end of the world.
I said it sounds
I was
like
hoping
a
you were
song. I
going
didn't
to
say
join in with me and help me out there, Brian.
I was going to, but I was
You
like,
missed
wait,
that cue.
I forgot the title already. It's so long.
Seeking the, yeah, I was gonna see if we could put it into like, okay, no, it doesn't work if you try to do the acronym. Sniffer. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. It is a wonderful show about, the end of the world. What would you do, Brian, if you found out today, all of a sudden, the news came in that there's an asteroid that's headed directly for Earth and you've only got 3 weeks to live. All of humanity will be wiped out. That's not really happening, just in case people are
just tuning in.
in. Yeah.
But I'd probably hyperventilate,
Okay.
have a heart attack,
Okay.
and probably die before the end of the world even hits us.
Really, you'd just be that.
Because the end of the world stuff actually creeps me out. Like when the movie 2012 came out, and
Okay.
all that stuff came out, I watched it, and after watching that movie, it wasn't even like, oh, it was a scary movie. I was thinking, what if that really happened?
What if?
How scary would that be?
If it really happened, I would totally be the John Cusack guy that actually was the hero and they made the movie about because I survived. I wouldn't be, in this movie,
Didn't
it's
you
totally
need,
not
like-
about that.
Didn't you need like $1 billion just to buy a ticket on those big
Or you just are really cool like John Cusack. Yes, you needed, was it $2 billion?
$2 billion?
$2 billion to get on or something. $2 billion per person. Yeah.
That's cray.
Yeah. And did you see how many people were on all those boats?
A lot.
I didn't know there were that many billionaires in the world.
You'd be surprised. There's billionaires all over the world.
Man.
We're
I wonder if you could get a loan. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Bankman, can I get a loan for $2 billion? No, you can't ask me why. I don't
Wow.
think,
Yeah.
This is
Alrighty.
not about people who survive though. This is about the other
seeking a
side of the
friend
stories.
for the end of the world.
Right, and it's about people who basically, like, all the movies that have ever been done, it's always about the people who survive, right? Or, are connected somehow with the survival. This one is about the people who, like, have no chance of getting on the boat or have no chance of getting in the underground bunker or none of that stuff. They're about the people who die.
So this is a very depressing movie, I'm assuming?
It is a little bit, but it's also one of the most beautiful love stories I've ever seen. And I know
Love
people,
story.
I actually posted on my Facebook yesterday, and some people were like, no, man, that was a lame movie. But, I thought it was great. It's a story about Dodge, a guy named Dodge, and Penny, who meet after the announcement that the world is going to end, and it's doomed to certain death by a giant meteor. The two of them are very opposite, and they end up becoming friends, and ultimately they take this journey kind of across state or whatever to meet Dodge's lost love. Their trip introduces them to many interesting people along the way. People who kind of, like the movie shows people, some people react really poorly to the certain death. They just kind of go totally crazy, get drunk every night, do all sorts of, crazy stuff and kiss each other's wives, etc. And then some people maintain like their moral compass. Anyway, as in their journey, of course, Penny and Dodge kind of redefine the meaning of love for themselves. They get a new perspective about what it means to love, like with the impending doom that's about to come. And it's a beautiful story. And I can say this without giving away anything in the movie. I can say that the movie does definitely end with a bang.
Really?
Yeah.
So now all these thoughts are in my head because I didn't see this movie either.
Right.
So bang would mean an explosion?
Explosion. Yeah, because there's a meteor coming, so it's like bang,
So literally that's the screen, and it's over?
Yeah, well, basically it's good, boom, boom, and then it's beautiful, Brian. You got to watch it, man.
A bang is not beautiful. A bang would freak me out.
Well, the bang does freak you out. There's actually two bangs. I'm not going to go too into it because the truth is like, in all relationships in all of life, everything comes to an end, right? So, how is this different than any other love relationship?
But not with a bang.
Well, all right. Okay,
anyways, I'm sad now.
No, man, it's good, Brian. I'm telling you.
I don't want to see this movie.
Telling you. Dude, you got to watch it.
Is it going to make me cry?
If I'm going to watch Sinister,
I cry.
Sinister, you got to watch it. See, I cried, man.
Okay, so it's a tearjerker too, in a way. Okay,
Yep.
so it's a scary, sad, love, romantic film.
And funny. There's a lot of funny stuff in it.
So this movie is a huge mutt.
It's a Heinz 57 movie. It's got a little bit of everything, yes.
Okay.
It's wonderful. It's got some great music, too.
Alrighty, so we have a song actually set up right now from the film, I believe.
Yes.
This is Wang Chung with
Dance Hall Days.
Check it out, y'all. Once again, that was Wang Chung with Dance Hall Days from the soundtrack. And it was fun listening to this song and watching Mike dance next to me.
Yes.
Not really dance, more like shake his shoulders.
Well, I grew up with this song, man.
I'm not saying you didn't.
Well, it's, this touches me in that spot, old high school. Actually, I think it was in elementary school when this song came out.
Okay, because I was about to say, I think I heard this when I was in high school. That's why.
Wow. Yeah. I'm not old. Yeah, actually,
I was not old.
Olivia doesn't know who Wang Chung is. You'd never heard of
I never heard of
Wang
Wang Chung.
Yeah.
I thought it was either an Asian person or a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah. No, it's not either.
Welcome to Wang Chung's. We have good fried rice here.
And really good music. Yes. No, it's not an Asian thing at all. It's they're just as they are. Yes.
Cool.
So we're talking about seeking a friend for the end of the world. I love this show. As I said, there's a couple of really good actors in it. Actually, Steve Carell from The Office.
I was sorry. I was just reading a tweet and I was confused, but now I know what the tweet meant. I thought somebody was saying something evil to you, but it's not that. It was about the movie. Because BFF Jay Walker's Asiatics
The
wrote,
Addict.
It's different because people die, Mike. I thought you meant like it's different because of people. So die, Mike. So I thought I was like, oh my gosh, don't say that to Mike. But she's saying
it's different because people die.
Yeah, in the movie, yes.
People do die, but all movies people die. If you carry the story, let's take, for example. All right, that's not a good example. I was going to say Romeo and Juliet, but Romeo and Juliet, of course, die in the movie, so that doesn't exactly count. Any movie that has a happy ending, where two people walk off into the sunset. In the end, do they survive forever? Does the romance survive forever?
Oh my gosh, you're going to take it that far.
Come on now.
You're not the director.
Oh man,
let us.
Guys are tough.
Let us actually just ponder upon that one day on our own and just imagine that it's a happy ending.
Okay. Well, this is a happy ending because they love each other when they die. I just ruined it.
You did, didn't
No,
you?
I didn't. Watch the movie. It stars Steve Carell, who's also known for his great role in Evan Almighty. He actually got really, really popular in Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey. There's a scene where he basically steals the movie from Jim Carrey.
Is it when he's like blah, 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 talking?
Yeah, he's like
that scene.
absolutely
I remember
hilarious.
seeing that. That scene cracked me up in the movie theaters. And you know how Korean movie theaters are. It's not that, people aren't just overly loud about laughing,
right.
and, they're not outgoing. And I remember laughing so hard that people in front of me had to turn around and look at me. People next to me kept on looking at me, and I felt so embarrassed afterwards.
I did that in the movie Lost in Translation with Bill Murray.
There's a funny scene?
Oh, there is a funny scene where he's like, Bill Murray's kind of a big guy, and he's like trying to fit in the shower, and it was just I experienced the same thing when I first came to Korea. I was like, how do I, and I laughed out loud, and people were like, what's funny? Anyhow. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World also stars Keira Knightley. Oh, Keira. She's lovely.
Keira Knightley is a beautiful woman.
She is.
Yes.
Love Actually. She was in Love Actually. Of course, she was in Pride and Prejudice. She actually was nominated for an Academy Award, speaking of the Academies.
Today? For today's
No,
award?
for 2005 for Pride and Prejudice. Yep. And of course, probably her most famous role is as Elizabeth Swann in Pirates of the Caribbean. Did you ever watch those shows?
I saw the first one, and I'm gonna give my opinion on it.
Yawn.
It was a little long.
It was totally long.
And I'm not really into the whole pirate stuff.
All right.
So after the first one, I didn't see the other ones.
Okay. Yeah, and I think I all have watched maybe 20 minutes of like Pirates 3 or something, and no, wasn't for me. It wasn't going to spend money on it in the theaters.
Exactly.
Right. The movie was directed by a woman by the name of Lorene Scafaria, she's not really popular. She did a movie called Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist with Michael Cera.
Oh, that's a good movie. My friend's in that.
Wonderful movie.
Aaron Yu.
Aaron Yu's in that. That's right.
Yes.
The same dude that was in 21, right?
Correct.
That's right. I remember that. And yeah, great movie. I love that film. So why should people watch this? Well, it's interesting. People die at the end. That's for you, Asiatic addict girl.
BFFJ Walker Asiatic.
BFF. But that's the part of you. That's like the BFF, the Brian. What does BFF stand for?
Brian's Family and Friends.
I thought it was Brian's Friends Forever. Which is
no,
cool, too.
because that'd be just taking off the name Best Friends Forever, so I wanted to change it completely.
Very cool. That's nice. People should watch this because it explores what would happen to the world. Like, it actually takes the idea, like you said that you would freak out and have a heart attack and die. I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would go off the deep end and just start taking all sorts of, getting drunk all the time or doing all sorts of crazy stuff. I don't know. I like to think that I would actually keep my moral compass.
That would have been my answer like 10 years ago when I was younger, but it's like, what do we get out of partying and getting drunk or doing stupid things just because the world's going to end? Nothing really happens.
Right. You still wake up with a hangover, especially if you've got 3 weeks to live.
I'd rather be in proper health,
right.
Focus on making an attempt to live, even though I know the world's going to end.
Exactly, and try to enjoy it. And that's what this does. Like, Keira Knightley's character in this movie, she's really positive and upbeat, and Steve Carell's kind of, whole hum. But the two of them get together and they just kind of affect each other, and it's a wonderful movie. Anyway, I think I've said that like 100 times already. So
you said it was a wonderful movie, but
just in case it's not clear, it's a wonderful movie.
Alrighty.
Yeah, just to be clear.
And the movie you were talking about was again
Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
Yes, it just came out recently, of course.
Yep,
apparently.
2012. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, just came out in 2012.
There you go.
Wonderful.
But right now, you have to give us your evaluation.
The evaluation, you guys, I know, like Brian, you've been waiting this for a long time. The Smoochometer.
Actually, someone tweeted earlier that they're glad that the Smoochometer is back.
Oh, awesome.
I just saw that. Rhea said it. I missed Smoochometer.
Oh, Rhea. Smooches!
To you.
Yes. Smoochy. Yes. So, yeah, the Smoochometer, I'm going to give this, and, I'm going to do it, a full 5 smooches because of the way that it made me feel at the end of the movie. It is a bit depressing, but it's also very hopeful and just very loving. And a full 5 smooches, please. There you go.
All right, that was a lot more than just smooches, man. There was some hidden.
Yeah, I just got some
there.
hair from the microphone on my lips.
That's disgusting, dude.
That's gross.
Yes, whoever cleans these microphones, get the hair off of them. All right, well, thank you, Mike, for that evaluation and the movie that you brought with you today.
Yep. We're gonna try and do maybe if I'm up to it, Brian. Next week
do a horror film.
We'll do Sinister next week.
Please do a horror film because we haven't done many horror films here. I don't think we have done any.
I'm scared.
Yeah. But thank you for coming in, and we're going to say bye to you for now, but we will see you next Monday.
Sounds good.
With another Action Monday.
Have a good week, everyone. See you next time. See you, Brian.
As we send Mike off, we're going to play a song from the soundtrack again, and this is The Hollies with The Air That I Breathe. That was The Air That I Breathe by the Hollies. And right now it is time to wrap up the show, but stick around because we got 101 Main Street with An Jung-hyun next. And if you're listening to GFN, then stay tuned for Hello Korea. Have a great Monday. And before I go, I'm going to play the last song of the hour. And as requested, forget who requested the song. Not on here. But it's for the 2004 film Wicker Park. And this is the film with Josh Hartnett, and this is when Josh Hartnett was still considered a heartthrob and girls loved him. So for all you ladies out there who haven't seen this film, go watch this movie. This is Coldplay with The Scientist from the Wicker Park soundtrack, and was requested by 663. The first number is cut off on the screen, so I can't really see it. But thank you for this request, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.